Hello everyone, this is Kyle at Nursery Gardens, and today is April 29th. So the last couple days of April at the garden center, and we just brought out a bunch of perennials over the last week or two. So I just wanted to show everyone what is blooming at the garden center right now. Alright, so first we just got our first load of annuals. So we'll be filling in a lot more, but we have some pansies and violas which have been blooming for a long time, which are more cold tolerant. And then we also have some things that are more of summer annuals, but we have them now. So some marigolds and petunias, and verbena, this pretty peachy color, and then this pinky verbena here, and some snapdragons, celosia, the one that looks like little colored paintbrushes, and the ageratum, Hawaiian blue. Oh, and then our hanging baskets. So we got in some petunia hanging baskets over here. I think we got some straight like petunias that have like really pretty color on them. Like this one right here. That looks really cool with like that ombre look. And then we got some pretty mixes. So these are calibrachoas with a couple different colors. And then I really like the one over here that has a double calibrachoa with like a peachy color, and then mixed with this purple verbena. So yeah, those are our annuals. Let's move on to our perennials. So as you can see, the benches are starting to fill up. There's still lots of plants we got to bring out, but they're still in production. So the first plant we have over here is our bleeding hearts. So we got our traditional bleeding hearts, like the old-fashioned ones. And then we got just a couple of the gold hearts left, which is just like pretty much the same. It just has a gold color foliage, so it adds a nice contrast in terms of texture to your garden. I mean color. We got some impatiens in. And then look at this flower right here. This is a Bergenia. Isn't that the coolest flower? Well, I say that about all the flowers. So this blooms this time of year. It has glossy foliage. You can use it as a ground cover if you like, but you'd have to plant. I would start with planting like 5 or 6 plants because it's not like aggressive at all. So, and it grows like full sun to full shade. Any sort of soil moisture, it just needs to be well draining once it's established. So definitely a really cool plant, and they call it pig squeak because it squeaks when you do this with the leaves. Next we got 2 different types of Brunnera blooming right now. So this is a Jack Frost. It has the pretty variegated leaf. And this is it says part shade to full shade, only gets 12 to 15 inches tall and wide. So once it's done flowering, it flowers first and then it sends out its leaves. So you get a nice mound of foliage that looks like that. That's a nice plant. And we also have our variegated Brunnera. So it's very similar, except the leaves look like this afterwards. 12 to 15 inches tall and wide. So nice contrast plants for your shade garden too. You know, green plants are nice, but then you got to add in contrast stuff to make your garden look more, I don't know, makes it look better. All right. We have some Vinca vine blooming. So this is an aggressive crown cover. So you'll plant this and it'll bloom this time of year with these beautiful flowers. It looks almost like chicory colored, the chicory flower. And then it has the glossy foliage, super aggressive plant. Our single hellebore that we got right now. There's another pretty plant that blooms this time of year, is a lungwort. Those beautiful flowers that I think they start, it looks like they start pink and fade to blue, but it might be the opposite. So you always got some blue and pink flowers on them at the same time. And then the foliage, you'll get a mound of foliage and the leaves are longer. So then you get the really cool leaves afterwards too. And I believe it's like deer and rabbit resistant. Yep, deer and rabbit resistant because the leaves are fuzzy, so the animals don't want to eat them. And we just brought these out today. Or yesterday, the sweet woodruff. So another ground cover. I think it smells. It might smell. It's really windy right now, so it's hard for me to smell it. 6 inches tall. This will keep on spreading in your garden pretty good. It has pretty foliage as well. It says part shade to full shade. Alright, let's see if there's anything over here. So we got lots of plants out. Most of them aren't blooming. I don't think we have any bloomers down here. We have lots of hydrangeas this year. We just potted them up into some bigger pots. Here's one that's about to bloom. It's a Packera aurea, and this is a ground cover that can grow in full sun or partial shade. I believe it likes moist conditions, but it's adaptable because we got it planted in the garden bed over there. Let me show you that real quick. So here's the Packera aurea. I did damage it a little bit because I did some edging on the end, so I snapped some of the branches or whatever. But it shoots up these flower stalks this time of year. So this will be a nice cloud of yellow flowers. And this was from a clump that someone gave us. It was just 3 plants. We planted it 3 years ago. So it's done this within actually less than 3 years, like 2.5 years. So it kind of gives you an idea of how much it spreads. And now that it's this big, it's probably going to take a lot more management to keep it smaller. Because I do like it, but I don't want it to be the whole garden. We got lots of plants that are starting to bud up. We got some lupins in the hoop pots that are starting to bud up. We have this geranium here that's just starting to bud up. Technically, you can't really tell, but our hollies are blooming right now. They're little tiny flowers. Oh, there's one right in the middle. So we do have some hollies in this year. We got some nice strawberries blooming. So we got the white strawberries, and then we got Fort Laramie and Eversweet. Eversweet those two are everbearing. I don't know if the pineberry is everbearing. I never really thought about it. Hybrid of 2 strawberry species. You know what? I think it is. It literally doesn't say though on the tag, so I guess I'll look it up. We got some red buds, sweeping red buds blooming over here. We're supposed to get a really bad thunderstorm today, so it's really windy. We got some nice choke cherries in. These are some really, this plant only gets 6 to 8 feet tall, and right now they're a good like 4 feet tall. So nice, already large plants. Yeah, so the choke cherries, they get like the pretty flowers on them and red berries. And then over here we have our, what are these? Choke cherries. So we got choke berries and choke cherries. These are guys that are buttering up, getting ready to bloom. And this one produces a blueberry. This one has a wasp on it. Where are ya? Sometimes it's hard to find it on the camera. Just chilling on that leaf. Like, leave me alone. Oh, and we also got cranberries that will be blooming soon. And our blueberries are budded up for blooming. Over here we have our creeping phlox. These guys are looking really good. I'm proud of these plants. They look really nice. We grew these ourselves, so it's pretty cool. So some phlox, we have some more in production. They're just not ready yet, so we'll have a couple more colors eventually. This is a weeping red bud. And then starting up to bloom is our columbines. So this is a kirigami mix, so the plant will either have one of these colors, and then if it seeds itself, you'll probably get different color seedlings. So we got a red one over here, we got a yellow one starting, another yellow one, and then we also have the native wild columbine, the Aquilegia canadensis. So I got some smaller sized ones that I started last year that are about this size. I have them in the hoop still because I'm still waiting for them to root out in their container a little bit more. And then these ones are 2 years old, so I put them in a larger pot, and they are glorious for a columbine. They're really nice size, so those are looking really good. The Amazonia, we have an Amazonia blue star. It's starting to bud up, and this it's another native plant. Gets blue flowers like that. And since I'm here and I see a dandelion, might as well try to get it out. Anything else? You know I gotta do some watering. I see some plants are saying they're thirsty. On this bugleweed, it doesn't look bad, but wait for it to like warm up for it to really start to put on some growth. So these just started to put on some growth. And we have these bugleweeds here. And this is a ground cover too. You can really see that it likes to spread because it just sent out all these runners. So if you see a plant do that, it's definitely a spreader. We have the burgundy glow. So this one has like a pinkish, greenish, whitish foliage. It's getting ready to bloom. Also sending out its little runners. And then we have our bronze beauty one. This one has really dark color foliage. Also likes to spread, but it's manageable too. We have a clump of it down there. I'll save you the trip. But it's growing to a nice size, and I don't feel like it's out of control or anything. This is not a bloom. All right, and then we're back up front. And then we have our roses over here that are looking really good. They'll be blooming probably in a month or so. Thank you for following along on this quick tour of what's blooming at the garden center. If you're local, make sure you stop in and see what's new. We're pulling out more plants every week. If you have any question or comments, make sure you leave them in the comment section below. And if you like our content, make sure that you are subscribed to our channel and you like this video. Thank you.